Once upon a time, in a kingdom carved from marble and roofed in gold, ruled King Midasen. The king was a man whose heart was as hard as the gemstones he hoarded. He spent his days in the deepest vaults of the castle, counting coins and weighing silk, always whispering the same bitter prayer. More, just a little more. To King Midasen, everything had a price. The forests were just timber waiting to be sold. The rivers were merely trade routes, and his subjects were just tax-paying hands. But the heavens have a strange sense of balance. For all the king's greed, his daughter, Princess Aurelia, was born with a heart as soft as a summer breeze and as rich as fertile earth. The contrast of the castle. While the king stayed below ground, counting his wealth, Aurelia spent her days above, walking among the people. The king's wealth, locked in iron chests, doing nothing, helping no one. The princess's wealth, woven into the smiles of the peasants, the health of the kingdom's children, and the songs of the street musicians. Aurelia possessed a rare gift, not of magic, but of profound empathy. When the winter frost struck hard, she secretly emptied the royal granaries to feed the starving weavers. When the taxes grew too heavy, she sold her own diamond tiaras to pay the debts of struggling farmers. The king, wrapped in his ledgers, never noticed his daughter's quiet rebellion until the day of the great drought. A terrible heatwave struck the land. The rivers dried into cracked mud. Crops withered to ash, and the people cried out at the castle gates for aid. Princess Aurelia hurried to her father's throne room. "Father," she pleaded, "the people are dying of thirst and hunger. We must unlock the royal vaults. We have gold enough to buy grain from the neighboring kingdoms and dig deep wells." King Midasen laughed, a sound like dry coins rattling in a leather pouch. "Buy grain, dig wells with my gold. Foolish girl. Gold is the only thing that lasts. People come and go, but a full treasury is eternal. Let them find their own water." Aurelia looked at her father, seeing not a powerful monarch, but a man starving in a prison of his own making. That night, as the king slept, Aurelia made a choice. She took the heavy iron keys from around her father's neck. Armed with nothing but her conviction, she opened the vault doors. She called upon the palace guards, who loved her dearly, and together they loaded carts with gold, silver, and jewels. By morning, the wealth of the kingdom was on its way to neighboring lands, traded for caravans of fresh water, grain, and medicine. When King Midasen awoke and found his keys gone, he rushed to the vaults. The sight nearly stopped his heart. The great stone room was empty. Not a single copper coin remained. He stumbled out into the courtyard, weeping and tearing at his royal robes. "I am ruined," he cried. "The kingdom is bankrupt. We have nothing." Just then, Princess Aurelia walked into the courtyard, followed by a roaring crowd. But they were not angry. They were cheering. The caravans had arrived. The people were fed. The waters were flowing, and the square was alive with music and laughter. An old farmer stepped forward and knelt before the weeping king, offering him a basket of ripe, bursting figs. "Long live the king," the farmer said gratefully. "Your generosity has saved us all." The king looked at the figs, then at the cheering crowd, and finally at his daughter. "You see, father," Aurelia said softly, placing a hand on his shoulder. "Gold in a vault is just cold rock, but when you spend it on love and life, it returns to you tenfold. You aren't ruined. You are finally the richest king in the world." King Midasen looked around. For the first time in his life, he didn't see taxes or timber. he saw a kingdom that was alive, thriving, and fiercely loyal. He tasted the fig. It was sweeter than any coin he had ever bitten to test its purity. The king never quite lost his love for a good ledger, but from that day forward, he let Aurelia hold the keys to the vault, and under the rule of the reformed king and his good-hearted daughter, the kingdom entered a golden age, not because of the gold in their towers, but because of the kindness in their hearts.